India is preparing itself to hold the G20 Summit, and today this is the location, that is the Bharat Mandapam, where all the heads of states would be coming over here and the entire G20 Summit would be happening today. But yes, today the Delhi Police and the Delhi Traffic Police is conducting a mock drill as to how will be the traffic arrangements on that very day when the entire G20 Summit will happen. So as you can see in the visuals, this is how the cavalcades of all the countries would be moving inside the Bharat Mandapam, so that an entire practice could be done as to all the countries and the people who will be arriving over here. The entire traffic movement is done in a good, free and fair manner, and hence traffic police has been deployed over here just to make sure that this entire route will be closed, and this is how the police would be directing the people, the delegates who would be reaching the Bharat Mandapam on that very day of 8th, 9th and 10th September. So yes, the Delhi Police is all set, the Delhi Traffic Police is all set. This is how the cavalcades would be entering the Bharat Mandapam, where the G20 Summit, the main event of the G20 Summit would be happening, and all the countries that will be coming over here. This is the route that they would be taking initially from the airport, and then they would be taken over here to their hotels, and from their hotels they would be transported right here to the Bharat Mandapam amidst heavy security. And this is the kind of cavalcades that will be going in. At least 20 to 25 vehicles of each country would be there, and hence the cavalcade movement would be a long movement, and hence the Delhi Police is preparing to make sure, and the Traffic Police is preparing to make sure that this entire movement is done in a hassle-free manner. Now, as the eyes of the world are set on India, as India goes ahead to host the G20 Summit, the next few days are going to be very, very interesting as the Delhi Police, the Delhi Traffic Police, the Delhi administration and the Indian administration prepare themselves to host the G20 event and come up in front of the world on the 8th, 9th and 10th of September. The biggest democracy in the world is going to go ahead and host one of the biggest events of all the countries. But more than that, what is even more concerning for the people of the national capital and living in the nearby areas is the traffic advisories that has been released by the Delhi Police. To talk more on this and to get more clarity, I am being joined by S.S. Yadav, who is Special CP of the Traffic Unit. Sir, thank you so much for giving us the time. Sir, what are the specific travel advisories that has been issued by the Delhi Police specifically for the G20 event, sir?
See, as you yourself said, we are the biggest democracy and we are the harbinger of the family of global brotherhood and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So the overall objective of arrangements for Delhi Traffic Police and Delhi Police is to ensure the safe arrangements, to ensure the safe and seamless movements for all the citizens, all the guests, delegates during the G20 Summit. And we have issued a detailed traffic advisory providing various alternatives for the movement if you are using buses, taxis, TSR, metro services, and if you are commuting for airport, if you have a flight to catch at the airport, if you are going to the hospital, if you want to avail essential services, if you want to avail market services. There are detailed directions, there are detailed regulations in the traffic advisory you can go through, which will be available on the link of the Delhi Traffic Police website and Delhi Police website. As far as specifics for the transportation services is concerned, metro services will operate throughout in Delhi. Only one metro station near the main venue place, near the Bharat Mandapam, will be affected. Otherwise all the metro routes will be available. So that gives you absolute alternative to go to any place in Delhi, including the airport, at any point of time whenever the metro services are available. Same way, only the NDMC area and the New Delhi Police District will be the place or the jurisdiction wherein the transportation services will be controlled and regulated, and the traffic will be controlled and regulated during the summit event. And for that summit event, main dates will be 8th, 9th and 10th, during which the arrival of the dignitaries will happen, summit will happen and the departures will happen. And during those periods, we have in our detailed traffic advisory have given you various alternatives. If you are a bus service commuter, or if you are commuting by the cars or the four-wheelers or even the two-wheelers, if you are going from south to north, east to west, we have given various route available as required by the citizens of Delhi. So we have made traffic arrangements in such a way that day-to-day commuting is not affected in any way, and simultaneously the summit happens in a safe and seamless manner.
Sir, although the Delhi government has announced the closure of central offices, but there are people who are traveling from the national capital to NCR regions such as Gurgaon and Noida. So any specific message for them as to what routes they can take, or any specific advisory that has been issued for the office goers, sir?
I would advise all the citizens of Delhi and the nearby places that follow the traffic advisory, follow the virtual help desk. Link will be given on the Delhi Traffic Police website, Delhi Police website, and follow the virtual help desk. And I will advise follow the mapping services also. We have advised Google and Map My India services, and Map My India is an indigenous app, Maple, and they will direct you to the various routes, taking into account certain traffic regulations as per the traffic advisory. And Map My India will be quite effective during the summit days, because they are able to configure the directions as per the traffic advisory.
Right, sir. Sir, another question. Since it has been declared a public holiday, people will try to step out of their houses and go to the famous markets. Even the delegates that are coming would try to go to the special markets such as the Connaught Place market. So any advisory for people reaching Connaught Place or Sarojini markets?
See, as I said, NDMC area has been declared a control zone. In the NDMC area and New Delhi Police District, services in certain markets will be affected. But beyond that, all the markets and malls will be open. So avail those services and enjoy the spirit of G20.
Sir, there are many rumors that have been ongoing for the past many days that it would be a practical lockdown that would be imposed in the national capital. Your message to the people, and how do you see these rumors that have been doing?
No, I'll ask you, have you gone through the traffic advisory?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about the traffic advisory?
I think it's very liberal this time around, sir.
So be liberal, enjoy G20, have a feeling of brotherhood, and it's a prestige for the whole country as such that we are hosting this event in a way wherein permanent 5 members are coming, head of the states are coming, and the head of the states and governments from every continent is coming, and this is happening for the first time post-independent India. So we should be proud of this. As a member of Delhi Police and Delhi Traffic Police, I am proud that we are providing services to all the delegates, and we are providing services in such a way that we are able to ensure safe and seamless arrangements for traffic and security in the capital city.
Right, sir. My last question, sir. How many traffic police personnel have been deployed on the ground for these 3 days? Because it is going to be a mega event for the Delhi Police as well.
About 10,000 traffic police personnel will be involved in providing round-the-clock traffic arrangements during the days of the summit.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. So yes, that was S.A. Yadav speaking exclusively to CNN News 18, where the good news for the people of Delhi is that there is going to be no lockdown. People would be allowed to move freely except the NDMC area. So the days of the G20 summit are going to be very, very interesting, as the Delhi police will make sure that the entire summit goes in a peaceful manner.